Hello, it's Sally here, Dotty B. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on, I think it's part 6 of, I'm following along with K3N Cloth Tales, and the prompt this week is Hidden Histories, Untold Stories, and it's a little patchwork hexy piece, and it's going to have on the underside it'll have the little paper pieces showing. So I've already cut mine out just so that just to save a little bit of time, and I'm just going to show you. I bought these last year, thinking that I might have a go at this. So this is kind of it fell really nice because I've wanted to have a go for a while. So I'm using the little one as my template, which I've cut out already. Now my inspiration comes from this book here that I've had since I was a little girl. It's really old. It's really tatty and torn, and I think my granddad gave it me. It wasn't new when I had it, because I think it's from the 1940s or 50s, I think. I think it was first printed in 1946, and then it was reprinted in, I think it was 1953, maybe something like that. So anyway, he gave it me, and I've had it for a long time. It's the pages are coming out and whatnot, so it's been well loved, and I've read it as a child. And one of the first poems that I really ever learnt was this one here. So I thought this is the poem that I will write out. It's called First Spring Morning by Robert Bridges, and it's quite apt because, well, it's not today because it's not a very nice day here, but we have been getting a few spring mornings just recently, where the sun's been out and you've seen the bulbs are all coming out and whatnot, and so I thought this would be quite apt this time of year, and it's also a poem that I've known for a long time, and I've read it a lot and whatnot, reading this book. So what I've done is I took an old piece of paper from a book that was falling to bits, not as precious as that one, and just so this is kind of old paper, and I've just written out the words, and then I've used my hexagon to just make some shapes, and so I've cut out 7 pieces of paper. So my hexy is going to be, because it's the thing's called Hidden Histories, Untold Stories. I thought it would be apt to use some little bits of fabric that I've got, offcuts of fabric, where it's been hand stitched. I don't know who's hand stitched it, so it's kind of like a hidden history, an untold story, because I'll never find out who, the person who's embroidered all these separately, obviously. So I thought that's what I would do. So I've picked out some pieces of fabric that have got little bits of embroidery on that most of them I've already snipped into anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to pop them over to one side, and just I'm going to use this because I can see through it, so I can get it positioned quite nicely. And then I'll be able to cut it out. I'm just going to see. No, it's just a little bit wonky. I think it's because of the embroidery. So I'm going to have my first one like that. I'm hoping to get 2 or 3 out of this one because I like this, but I also like that there, and then the leaves here. And I was hoping I might be able to get 3 if I kind of move that over. No, I've got to remember, because I've got to do a hem on this as well, so I can't just cut it like that. So I may not be able to get 3 out of this after all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my scissors and cut my first piece. I don't think I'm going to be able to salvage anything for this project, because I'm going to have to. No, I'm not going to be able to. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I've got plenty of other pieces. So I'm cutting about an 1/8 of a 1/4 of an inch. It's about a 1/4 of an inch, isn't it? Hem all the way round. Hopefully that's about right. So there's the first one. Yeah, I'm not going to get anything else out of that one. I may keep it because there are little bits I can salvage from that, so I'm going to keep it anyway, but not to worry. I've got this one here. It's not exactly, it's not that colourful or that, you know, interesting, but I thought it would add a little bit of colour, and just like the little French knots and whatnots there, I thought that would be quite nice. So that's going to be my next one. And again, just about 1/4 inch all the way round. If I can keep it still. I can always trim them back later. Okay, that's that one. What else have I got? Oh, I've got this here. This is hand, I don't know whether you can pop those over to one side. This here is part of a, I think it's a napkin or a handkerchief. This is hand sewn. It's got the initials A and R on. Now, the initials A and R are my daughter's initials. So I've got an Abby and I've got a Ruby. So I thought that would be quite nice to have that on. So I'm going to cut into this, but I don't want to ruin the border. I'm just going to make a snip up here. Let's see if I can do it that way, because I want to keep the border so that I can use it another time. Just making sure that that's central. Okay. It's quite hard to snip through the embroidery actually. There we go. Can't get through those bits there. There we go. And down. Right, that's that one. So how many is that? 3. I think that's 3, isn't it? And I need 7. I need 7. Right, this next piece is pink fabric. It's like a linen-y type fabric. And I bought this thinking, oh, isn't it pretty? But I didn't really look at it properly. And I don't know whether you can see or not, but all of the embroidery is kind of evaporating almost. It's just, I don't know what's happened to it. This is how I bought it. I didn't really check to see what the embroidery was like, but can you see how it's kind of missing a lot of, it's kind of, I don't know whether it's been moth-eaten or what, but it's on both. I've got 2 sections. This one's even worse. This one here. Oops. Can you see that? This is the right way round as well, but it's just, I don't know, it's like it's disintegrated. So I'm not, it's not worrying me to chop into this at all, because I'm going to try and see if I can salvage a bit. Now this here is really pretty, and I can salvage that if I can find my, if I can perhaps get a little bit of that. I don't know which one to use. It's just going to be ruined, whatever I do. It's what's ruined anyway, but this is about the best bit on it. But I'm going to try and get as much blue as I can, I think, and just do that in. So that's what I want to do. Again, I'm just going to snip into it there and then try and get hold of it that way underneath. Right. To just spin it round a little bit. There we go. So that's number, all right, I need to lay these out just so I can see. Right, that's number 4. Okay. So I'm going to see if I can get another piece out of this, because it is pretty. I'm hoping to sell. Can you see this flower here? That's not too bad either. It's still resembling a flower. So let's see what I might be able to get 2 out of that, mightn't I? Yeah, I'm going to try for 2 out of that one. I'm just going to hold it like I did the other one from underneath, I think. Make sure it's central-ish. Just pop around that one. Just move that. There. Okay, so that's number 5. Okay, let's just going to pop that one away. And then I've got another one. Oh, hang on, 5, 6, 7. So is that right? 5, 2, 5, 6, 7. So I need 2 more. So I have this one here. This is like a crinoline lady. It's an old tablecloth that I've already cut up and used quite a lot. I was just wondering whether there's anything on this, but because of the bits that I've got already, I don't want to. I've got kind of pinks and lilac-ies. I'm not sure. I'm going to just put that one to one side for now. It's a little bit bright for what I want. I've got this one here. Now this is a tablecloth, but it's very, very stained, and I've bought it to cut up. So I'm going to cut this up now like that there. So I'm going to have that. And again, I'm going to save. I don't want to go in from the side because I want to save the edging. So anybody who's seen a few of my videos already will know that I love my edging. Twist it around a little bit. So I'm trying to pull it towards me and you can't see if I pull it towards me. Oh dear. Anyway, how are you all today? I hope you're all well and you're finding time to stitch. It's a dreary day here today. We've got there is a weather warning out, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's actually applies here because we've had a bit of rain and we've had a bit of sleet, but we've not had any snow. So I don't think we'll get any now. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's passed, but it's still a bit dreary. I've had to put my light on today, so I hope you can see all right. And there's also a lilac flower and there's also a pink flower. So I'm going to go for the pink flower, I think. So I'm going to go for this one here. And that will be my 7th piece. Oh, I've got that there actually. What about that? It's a bit big, maybe. A bit big. I'm going to go for the little one. I think that's cute. So I'm going to go for that one. So again, if I hold on to it and then just snip. Oh dear, what am I doing here? I feel it's got it doubled up or something. Doesn't seem quite right. Just try that again. Yeah, that's fine. Right, hopefully that's okay. Let's get rid of these and then we can have a look, see what I've cut. Right. Okay. It should all be. I think I've gone and lost one. There. That's the wrong side. That side. Is that right? 7. Well, yeah. Okay. It should all be the same size, roughly. That one doesn't look quite right. at all, but let's see how we get on, because once they're on the cardboard, not the cardboard, the paper pieces, this should be okay. So it's got to be that way, hasn't it? Like that. And then they've got to be folded over and tacked down. Right, okay, so I need some white thread. I've got my little box of tricks and my needles. Use that one. Oh no, that's looking for a thinnish one. That one will do. Okay, and thread. Just normal sewing thread, normal sewing machine thread. And I'm just going to, I've not done this before. I don't quilt, and I've never quilted. I did my first, what was it called? A log cabin block the other day. That was the first one I did of that, and this is the first time I've done this, so forgive me if I'm not doing it right or it doesn't work out right. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I've watched the video that K3N's done, so I'm hoping that I can do it right. Now, do you go through the paper or not? I think you do. Well, that's a bit of a mess to start with. Right, I'm going to go through the paper. I think you go through the paper and back up. Like that. She made it look so easy. Oh, look at this. It's not even right. Let's start again. That's not right. Let's try again. What have I done wrong? Right, so is it because I've not cut it straight enough? That's it, isn't it? It's kind of, it is a bit wonky. Dear. Right, let's try. Do you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it my easy way. I'm sorry, but this is not how you're supposed to do it, I don't think. But I am going to just glue them in. Sorry, and I'm going to move those out of the way. So I'm going to glue it in first, just so it holds, because it's slipping. As it's the first time I've done this, I'm going to just make it a little bit easy for myself. Right, okay, so it's kind of stuck in. And then I'm going to go over, did I put knot in my thing? Yeah, okay, so let's try again. So I'm sure she went through like that. Then maybe that way, I don't know. Oh dear, I probably shouldn't do this on camera. Oh dear. All right, like that, there, and then go through and pin that in place maybe. It doesn't look very pinned in place. I'm just going to do that because that will then pin it in place, I think. That's the first one. Okay, let's go. Do the second one. Down. And back up. And then do the corner. Right, let's see if we can get another corner done. Like that. Down there. I don't know whether you're supposed to come up in the same place, but I'm just going to, I just want that corner secure in. Oh dear. Kind of like that. Let's see if that works. Okay. This is not looking at its best. probably not cut them out right. I wasn't too precise. That's probably what the problem is. I don't know, but that's why I've always shied away from this kind of thing, because I just feel as though you need to be really precise, and I'm not really precise. I'm a little bit slapdash. But it's doing something anyway. Oopsie daisy. And back up. And then kind of like that. Am I going over? I'm going over to there. Just doing that. Okay, it's okay. It's not brilliant. And the last one, well, it's made it all the way around. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm trying to concentrate. It's when you do it when you've not done it before, then it takes your concentration, doesn't it? Right, I've really messed this up, I think. Work. Let's come back up and just tie that. Oh, I don't want to do that. Right, well, it's kind of worked. Just try and tie that corner down, sew that corner down rather. Right, okay, so I'm sorry if you're a quilter and you're just thinking, oh my days, what is she doing? Because I'm thinking that too, but right, it's done it. It's not very pretty, but it is on that side. I just probably won't flip it over very much, but there you go. So that's one anyway. Oh dear. Well, yeah, okay. Let's try another one. It's all learning, isn't it? A learning curve. Right, so let's do the A and the R. I'm going to stick it down again, sorry, but if I'm struggling with the corners, then I'm going to struggle to keep this in place as well. So just make it a bit easier for me. Just making sure it's, oops, central, it's not. Oh, it's wiggling all over the place now. Right, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, look at that, that's not. I don't know, should I be cutting this down a bit? I don't feel as though I should, because I'm not going to have enough thread, not thread, fabric. Right, so have I knotted my thread? Yes, I have. Let's do another one then. So over in this corner, do you know what I have got? I don't know whether these will help. Can these help me? these help me? I don't know. Let's try. They might do, mightn't they? Or will they get in the way? Let's see. Let's go for it. So like that. I'm just going to catch and try and catch it. So it needs to be caught. I wonder if my needle, I don't think I've got the right needle. I'm going to switch my needle. My needle's too thick. I think, oh, look at that. I've gone and screwed it all up now. Right, thin needle, thin mirror needle. Let's see what we've got. I've got that tiny little one here. Let's give it a go. Okay, let's give that a go. If it's any better. And then tuck it over. Maybe it might help. This needle's not. Oh dear me. Where's muslin needles? That needle that I was just, oh, I'm never going to get this threaded. The eye is so small. The one that I've just used was the one I used for the cross stitch with a blunt end. So that's not going to work. Right, okay. Right. And over we go again. I don't know whether that's helping or not. This one seems to be a little bit better. Oops. Just give it a little bit of a stitch. And then we're on to the next one. Oops, a daisy, that's the glue stick gone. It's not too bad. Right, I think that's okay. For the second attempt, it's a little bit better. Okay, so there's two. I've got the A and the R and a little one there. Oh yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spare you any more of my fumblings, and I've lost my little bin, and do the others off camera, and then come back and show you how I'm going to piece it together. So I'll be back soon. Right, so that was fun. Okay, so I sewed all my pieces down. I'm obviously going to need a lot more practice if I'm to do this again, but I would not be sewing a quilt at all, you know. But I've really, to be honest, I've really enjoyed doing this, and I just think it looks, I'm really pleased with how it looks as well. So I've done all my little hexagons, and I've I don't know whether you can see or not, I've sewn them together with like a yellowy thread, just so that you see my stitches. I wanted them visible, and yeah, I really like it actually. Really pleased with how it's turned out. I love the colours and the flowers and whatnot. So that is going on. Let me just get my journal over. It's going on my next page. So let me see where I am. So I'm going to pop it on there, like so. So I'm going to date it. So it's the, what date is it today? I think it's the 8th today. I'm going to sign, and then I'm going to attach it, and then when you pull it up you'll be able to see all of my writing underneath as well, and all my workings out. So this one I'm going to sew on. I don't know whether, will that be enough? I suppose that's how I've got to do it, isn't it? Just across there. So let's have a go. Let me just grab my needles and thread. I'm going to use a white thread, I think, just to keep it neutral. Some scissors and a needle. So I think go through it there like that, and then as long as it's level, it should be okay, right? So you will see the sewing on the back, but I may stick something over the back of it or just leave it so that it shows through. I'll show you in a moment. I'm just trying to make sure that this is fairly level. Okay, there's a bit of a mess behind, but okay, I'm just going to go through here and just tie this off. I do a tiny knot. I'm sure it won't be able to be seen very much. There. Just pop that there. So just show you the back. So it's just a tiny little line on the back. And then I'll be able to just lift that up and see my poem underneath. You can see that. So I'll just trim a few of the little ends off. I'm leaving most of the other bits on. Right, yeah. So that's that one done. So I'm really pleased with that. So I hope you enjoyed watching my struggles with my first attempt at English paper piecing. Yes. So, but I'm quite happy how it's turned out. I do like it. So it will be treasured into my little treasure book. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, take care. Bye bye.